visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected?
So you've already heard of the vision hunt. Before I try to... As for Inazuma, the Raiden Shogun, the eternity in question, as such, the Shogun wished...
Seems like every god has...
Of course, perhaps the Shogun, whatever the case, and this statue of the omnipresent...
But if that's the case...
Oh, and yet, I...
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is...
Sound? What sound?
Yeah, you touched the statue...
Aspirations? Have you heard it before? That is where visions come from. So if what you... Then the ambitions of these people are... Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Yep. How brilliant! May I present? Oz, reveal thyself! For justice.
Behold, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung.
Are you here to play
Midnight
with me?
Phantasmagoria.
No, my sword! Let me amuse myself a little.
Go as one!
Wind, hear me! More.
By royal decree!
Let me amuse myself a little.
Go as one!
I'm sure the Kamisato plan will be fine.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh?
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence.
Is this the Shira... Oh,
Yes. As the daughter of the... Consider it a time-honored tradition.
makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy. I have awaited your arrival with great at present in Inazuma. In the name of the Vision Hunter, though the Yashiro Commission, a commission's power rises and falls with the traveler. Lend us your power, and we can... Oh,
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
no, please! Wait! Please. I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill...
What are your wishes?
They pertain to three whose visions were taken from...
A warrior who guards a village.
Correct. Please.
I'm...
Let's see. Where's...
Why are you doing this?
Precisely. The children not dead.
That must be the guy I...
Ah, you must also be here to try and Tejima has protected keeping out the treasure, but now we will
If you want my... It's clear that I can't claim to fully... Truth be told,
Seems like he's a... You must be Tejima.
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay. True, but that's... And what made me want to... I don't have answers to them. In the past,
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover... But if you can't Oh, maybe...
Oh, that reminds me. Last time
I keep a diary? If...
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to...
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tej...
If you don't mind, we...
shrine. Seems like your average. Huh? I went to pray at the shrine. Now that's the kind of info. So this is the but anyway, if he the soil must be something. It looks like a letter. Konda Village. Huh. But he's been here for well, let's go give
Well, I'll be... But I have no memory of any... Still, over the years, how could I have forgotten something so important? Love, regret, everything I felt for her. It's all disappeared. No, after all, I've forgot. It's as if she'd never been in my life. Although, when I think about it, like, how curious... I shall remain.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really seems it's just like that certainly explains. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, according to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is. They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law. But why would they take Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time.
The entire clan is... How many times...
You dare deceive us?
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh? And
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and...
I see. You seem to have... This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions. In the past, we'd simply... He's keeping the provision.
No one seems to care about... It's no wonder all the...
This must be one of... Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa.
I've never even... I don't know whether... My own family can barely get by as... And that's the first bit.
Oh, that's strange.
To be perfectly... All I know is that I... And... Is...
Does it have to do with the...
I didn't take any... To top it all off. If you don't believe me...
Huh. But we better confirm. We should be able to find...
We really outdid our... All those samurai houses...
You haven't seen any... Today's just the beginning. You demand, Bob!
These seem like the treasure hoarders...
Let my name echo in song!
Barbados, guide us.
Oh, there goes all the more. Come on, Bob.
Not bad, kid. Kurosawa. So he's the one who said...
So what did you...
Food supply. I didn't want anyone else to... But now that you've caught...
You've got a deal. Now show us what...
Huh?
What the...
There's nothing in here.
Yeah, and they all seem to be made up. We better talk to this... As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
So, we redeemed ourselves.
Shut it.
body and mind.
Welcome to Tsukum, or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about? Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it.
Whoa, whoa! How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of. However,
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency. Kurosawa thought that, so he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let.
Wow. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. If you ask me, of course, I'm sure. As for why if you're still curious, why don't you go? I see. Most unfortunate. If he.
Sword?
Oh, I've asked him about his or. In why don't you ask him about. Oh, but. Don't worry. I won't charge.
At least we now know where the. Let's go talk to Kurt. What?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. It turned out to be a real. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person? I don't really have any. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for? But I cannot deny that when I brought this sword, I remember once. What did he say? It would seem that for all I can remember. And
Hey! Can you recognize the words?
virtue? Somehow those two words seem to explain taking on seemingly. But what use are virtue and justice? The Tenryo Commission sees my vision, and the irony of all of it is, I'm incapable.
Yet another when we get the chip. In any case, we must never let him sell off that. Yeah. Seems like losing all ambition is a terrible. Fortunately for us, you don't have it. Let's go find the next. The third person? Hyman heard that this is his dojo.
Nanako, don't worry. Those thugs that challenged.
Maybe, but things have gotten dangerous.
It's just because he's been possessed. That's all.
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Don't make me draw my blade.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to,
Disciples?
Yep. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got.
Please, accept my apology. You haven't arrived at the best of times. I see you are. Sensei's name is though self-taught. He once said that his. And so. But then.
Not long ago, he says the strangest things. Junya and I. But if I'm honest.
The Grand Narukami.
You haven't heard of it? Not that we'd have. So don't worry, Nanako. The exorcism will take place this evening.
So.
Shh. So you decided to come just now. When she asked him who it looked like he was in. All the while he kept. One of them was Anzai. Sensei wouldn't stop calling. The ritual has. Please, excuse me.
Huh? Who's that? We won't let them get away.
Time to act.
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious.
How? Or unless...
Excuse... And what are you doing?
Bad news? I don't care to talk.
His senior?
Anzai? Yes, that's because I don't wish. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me. Practitioners, but Domon, Sensei scolded. I thought so too. Only then did I... He was consumed.
Sure sounds...
Because until he... Of all the disciples, Domon's arrival changed it. Later, I heard. After that, I wanted nothing further to do. So, when I heard, I decided to quit. So you see... Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now.
Seems like still... Paimon's...
What? You're saying he... Does that mean he's just lost his mind?
Nanako, please.
I am sorry, but spirits and all is so...
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think...
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Naru...
Correct. I am unable to say for...
Excuse me.
That won't be necessary. I must leave now.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough?
No. That's not what I meant at all. I just mean this. Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way...
Sure. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden children.
Time to act. Body and mind. Rain outlines your fate. Time to act. Darkness, come, sever night from day.
backing off.
Do you think that's Lady Yai? Also, is it just Paimon? Or did you...
Keep away. I gave up the art of the sword.
As you can see, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now.
Lady Yai, it must be. This is nothing like him at all.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then does.
Yes. Unable to cope with the as one who is as for what has triggered
Stripped of his.
your school practices, stillness of mind, freedom from all there was once. Then, what
Lady Yai, I'm not sure.
the path of the it requires one to take their sword. Only a deep commitment to his. When that ambition disappeared.
Poor sensei.
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that... Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? You're here for...
You're right to assume that it's been so long. I don't think most... Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer. But that is no
But what if one day I put everything up? If there's a chance...
Have you asked them what they...
Sensei, I can't know whether I want to keep going.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually...
Goodness.
You see? Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never... So, just as you are not in the same position that I was.
I'm sorry to have made you... I no longer have the... But as your sense, this is my promise.
You can count on... But, well...
So even though his ambition was taken...
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, the wind that blows from afar carried. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for...
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to... She seems super Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way. Ayaka, how come...
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my...
Ooh, wait a second. But isn't Toma you...
Oh. Paimon,
Oh, okay then. Ayaka?
Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Thunders roar, but I believe that surely you understand. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate. You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady.
See? I told you she wouldn't reject. Now then, given that the remainder of our...
Well, here we are.
Please continue without me.
So, what's the deal with this this place anyway?
This is land that was gifted to the yacht. Such privileges.
Oh, Paimon!
Once the number of ceremony.
Makes sense.
In any case, the almighty she inspires all. It was her almost complete. The issue is that, after all, it is because of this.
How can they be
Nevertheless,
resistant?
yes, to say a little more about Sangonomiya, but I do wonder whether. Of course, they invariably adopt it almost makes.
Ooh,
Oh?
Have you got a plan yet?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please.
So what
Well, for example,
you're telling Paimon?
don't underestimate the talents of the crafts. The problem we are.
Darn!
Yes. Exactly. I feel. When you are ready.
What a pleasant surprise! Truly an extra slice of joy.
Just hand it over. You don't want any. If you think you're elemental, believe me.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch. Huh?
Come on!
What's going on?
Shh! Quiet!
Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean. Huh? Hey, wait.
Shh!
All right.
Why?
What should we do now? This is.
Many.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on.
Think nothing of it. Oh, right. Allow me.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fun.
Stop it, Hanjiro. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision.
Yes, Master
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. But if I just smirk. So, what about if I.
Sure, well.
So?
Whoa.
Not bad, huh?
Time to break.
Yeah.